Thank you very much.
Let me stay with you there. Now, you've brought us now to the next topic, talking about the arrest of Salihu, Yakasai. Now, why is the National Assembly not doing anything? Because, I mean, this government, this administration has been criticized severally as having a total disregard for the rule of law. Now, this is another instance where you dare not talk, you dare not criticize the government, and when you do, you'll be arrested. And this is a typical situation. I mean, the NTAS is another situation. Let's not talk about the several arrests that we've heard. So why do you think the National Assembly, I mean, these are the enforcers, these are the people that formulate these laws, and they're supposed to oversee the executive to make sure they are not overusing or abusing their power, as it were. This is another case of abuse of power. So why do you think the National Assembly are not doing anything about it?
Well, we all know that the principle of checks and balances is no longer in place. And I told you earlier on that some of these people, those who know them, they spoke about it, that they are among the National Assembly members as well. Everybody is being careful so that they will not be molested, they will not be attacked. But it is still a serious problem. Why will you not, at the end, if you are fearful and you fear for your life, that you don't want people to attack you, or you don't want anything to happen to your family, if it continues this way, at the end, they will not only attack you on the street, they will come to your house, to your different home, to attack you or to even abduct you. It's better, let us have a clear-cut separation of power, a clear-cut principles of checks and balances. And that is what normally happens when we have majority of party members, party representatives in the houses, not just National Assembly this time around, equally at the state level. When we have the majority of the people in the house of the same party with the ruling executive, that is what happened. They will always have their way. Minority will have their say, but the majority will have their way. And at the end, many people will be asked to shut up. They must not speak. Otherwise, there will be a kind of threat to their life. It is better we choose the type of people we will be the type of people that we will be voting for, that will be standing to the National Assembly. We need people that are bold enough, that are fearless, that they don't care whose us is God. They will speak truth to power. That is the kind of people that we should look out for. We should continue to engage and send on errands to represent us at any level of governance. Thank you very much.
Okay, just stay with us. We will come back to you on that topic. Now, let me get to you, Barrister Anonu. Now, let me ask you the same question. National Assembly, why are they so? Now, we are kind of in a situation that what's happening in the U.S., Donald Trump, where, I mean, he abused his power. I mean, it's legendary. Now, the Republicans are more and the Democrats were less, but they did not keep silent. They kept talking, you know, and they kept hammering. I mean, they've tried to impeach him twice and they failed, but they never stopped trying. We expected, like, the PDP to do the same thing. I mean, they may not have their way because of the majority of the APC, but they should give these people, the APC, the party, and the legislature, a run for their money. So why is that not happening?
Solomon, when you call National Assembly, I worry. Do we have representatives? Many of these guys get there by lobbying the president himself. So will you lobby the president and then you get there and then you start quarreling with the man? Many of them are poor people, poverty, not in finances, but in the mind. Yes. These are people that will not mind their children dying for political gains. So when you say National Assembly, I begin to worry. Men, most of them, with due respect, no integrity. it is very clear what is happening in Nigeria today. Everybody is talking. Why are these people not talking? The Senate president is the number 3 most powerful man in this country. He has unfettered access to the president. Why is he not talking? Why? Is he blind to what is going on? The last time we heard, the 3 service chiefs were, sent to the National Assembly for recommendation as ambassadors. And the question that was asked the Senate president or in the floor of the House is, why should we allow these people go? They have failed in what they did before. What did the Senate president say? He said they are just mere talk, no petition, nothing is before the House to impede those people from becoming ambassadors. Does he need rocket science to see that those guys failed in their duties? We see this in every day, and it bothers me because we keep talking, nothing changes. So a lot of times, we sit down on TV, we talk, nothing happens. I know nothing will happen. I know. I mean, you go to a common police station, it's bribe all the way. So from the grassroots, you are not able to solve the issues on the ground. Is it the presidency we want to start talking about? Last 2 or 3 years, Chief Falana was against the army chief who wiped out the Shites people just because they blocked his way. What has happened? That same army chief is now an ambassador. Did the Senate people not see it? So what are we saying? Do we need prosecution to see these things? You open fire on citizens because he blocked your way. And the man has been promoted. I've never seen a school where somebody fails, they promote him to the next class. That's what is happening in
More
Nigeria.
recently, the NSAS.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. What has happened? We talk every day we talk. We should stop talking. We should stop talking because we are wasting our time. Nobody hears.
But how do you take action, against the government, that is totally no regard for the rule of law?
Until the citizens stop being afraid of government. Until the citizens realize that the people in government are their servants, not the other way around. Until the citizens will block entrance of the national and sleep there for months, then they will know that we are serious. Not for us to sit down in the luxury of our homes.
Now, he mentioned entrance. I mean, the youth tried to do that.
What happened?
There was killing. But then, it is even the aftermath of it that's even more worrying. Because these were youths. They don't have, enough power. And a number of the citizens...
power.
And the number of the citizens are still watching them. Are still watching the ones that are not youths. Are still watching as the government keep persecuting these ones, bank frozen, and all that. And Nigerians are not even coming out to say anything about it.
The problem is this, sir. Yeah. The problem is this. Everybody believes his turn will come to be in government to eat money. So why should I complain?
So it's a mentality thing.
Exactly my point.
Okay.
But I in as much as I think we're very lukewarm as a people, as a collective. Much so because we have been so castrated economically that we are so preoccupied with the cross of survival than it is to demand for good governance. So what you have now is the ripple effect of that heavy castration. But that notwithstanding, there are still men, young men and women in this country, okay, that came out and protested and stood there even at the face of bullet wounds and the rest of them.
And they needed help, and nobody came out to help them.
Yes.
When you say nobody came out, how?
I'm speaking this way because I was deeply involved in the NSAS protest. And even when the tribunal in Lagos State,
was set up,
gave a ruling that the Lekki Concession Company repossessed the toll gate, another protest was called for. 40 persons went there. We're not as weak as people think, okay? Nigerian youths are not as weak as people think. I mean, there are weak ones among us. There are people who are fearful. There are people, you always find them in society. But I'm telling you that even after the threats of death, 40 persons came out for the next place, and they were all arrested. And they gave in their all to it. So I think we should commend the Nigerian youth, because this is a process. This is a journey.
And then they were arrested, and what the rest of Nigerians could do was just condemn.
No, not yeah. A lot of people condemn because of their lack of understanding. But some of us lawyers, we went there. We went to apply for their bail. We were there with them, okay, to make sure that we're able to, fight for our future. Because what we have today is that Nigeria has so degenerated to a point where it will take so many years of hard work, so many years of hard work and abundance, okay, to resuscitate the damage that has happened already.